want to try?
Nah, I'm good.
Thumbnail for your dad's video is my face. Amanda said she put us all on TV, and Hazel said, Uncle Nate!
All they see is my butt at the moment.
Yeah. She keeps laughing.
There we go.
She loves her Uncle Nate.
There we go. That should be better. Well, hi, Amanda. Hi, everybody. She keeps laughing. Hi, Hazel. How you doing? Oh, wow. Really? What's she painting her body with?
Paint. That's what you normally paint with is paint.
Well, you can paint it with all kinds of stuff.
Normally if you're using colors or crayons, you don't say she drew on herself. No, she
Okay.
painted on herself.
So 2 cans with dinner and 2 cans for you for later.
Okay.
Oh, paint. Well, that's what Ashley said. You can paint on yourself with marker. You can paint on yourself with watercolors. You can paint on yourself with makeup. People call makeup face paint. I mean, come on.
You don't paint, you draw with those. What?
I didn't know. One stab of blackest block would give me that many stabs of blackest.
We miss her.
Yeah. Miss them both.
Yeah, we miss both of you guys.
I miss you.
Check into that red van or the freestyle, whatever it is. Those are generally good vehicles, Amanda. What?
Yeah, don't. She's watching the TV, so you're not supposed to be saying that you can do all that. That's not the good thing. You can't paint on your arms. You cannot paint on your legs with markers.
Oh.
You're not supposed to tell her that it's okay when it's not.
Well, why not? Go ahead and paint on yourself.
Amanda's
Hazel.
gonna kill you.
Do it again. I want to see you do it. I'm not seeing anything.
Let's see when I bought 'em.
You what? Oh, you're talking to her on the... Okay, never mind. That's... Okay. Well, howdy, Alabama. How you doing? She is over on the couch. She was my guest cook last night. She cooked homemade meatballs, and they are to die for. You missed last night's stream, unless you were lurking in the background.
Hazel says, "Hi, Uncle Nate. Uncle Nate." Let's say hi to Hazel again.
You're very. Why are you sleepy? Not get rest much last night? I'll set that over there.
Hey, from work.
So we're kind of being
Okay.
bass backwards, and howdy, Mo Man.
I love Heyday. Heyday's hilarious.
Chopping a lot of firewood. Wow. Yeah, it's warming up here, so we haven't had to run our furnace very much at all. It's been
That's cute.
actually we have our windows open. We did yesterday and the day before, and got them open today. And I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt outside today, so. But yeah, we're doing good. Gonna cook a pretty simple dinner tonight, but I figured I'd get on and show you my new look. And if anybody wants to email me, it's in the description. If anybody has a couple pennies that they care to donate, my PayPal's in the description as well. Every penny helps. Right now, trying to get the house redone and stuff like that. It's a pain in the butt not having money and trying to do it on pennies here and there. So work's been picking up, but it takes a little while to get, you know.
Tell them my news.
Oh, speaking of work, Ashley went out and got herself a job. She hasn't been to work in a year, because family issues happening and stuff, and now she's feeling healthy and feeling good, being able to move around a lot more, and she's being able to go back to work, and she's working at a Hardee's restaurant. She's going to be starting sometime this week. Yeah, so that's awesome news. Back in your bug out spot. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry, Alabama. Is it because of the misses again? Just waiting on my coffee to get done. Which it is. But you can see that I've been having to block the window back here because it's been so bright that I haven't been able to, keep the window open and stuff. So because the corn liquor. Okay, I got you, Alabama. So, I wanted to, give me just a second here. I've been doing a lot of working out lately. And I wanted to show you guys the results of how I've been working out. Going on a diet and with Ashley and lifting weights, 6 times a day. It tends to give you some abs. Look at that, guys.
Lie.
No, seriously, you guys like my new apron? Pretty cool, huh? Brr. Thought I'd have a little fun with you guys. Yeah, no, 100 degrees is way too hot. See, I got boobies now. Come on. No, I'm kidding. Looks like you. I have too much fun with you guys. You thought that was real? No, that's not me, Ruby.
Not yet.
Might be the come the end of the summer with as much work as I got to be doing. I appreciate the thought, though. Even in 80-degree weather, I drink coffee. So, gotta have my coffee. Tonight, we're doing things kind of a bit backwards from yesterday. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day. But while we were at the store, yesterday, we have a hard time deciding what we want for dinner. And we made this list, and now we can cross meatballs off the list, which, awesome. Got one thing down. We have a list of things that I'm going to be making over the next couple weeks. And last night while we were at the store, we didn't think, wasn't going through our head that it was St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. And we didn't get any sauerkraut. We didn't get any traditional or even close to traditional foods for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to make up for it. I went to the store. Took forever. I mean, it took me 6 times walking up and down the aisles to find sauerkraut.
It took me one.
Ashley went down the aisle, bottom shelf, middle of the aisle, she found it. So, howdy, Bobby. What do you think of my new workout duds? I've been training, really hard the past few months. And really been doing a lot to. I wanted to show off my new fitness level to everybody. See what everybody thought. What do you think, Bobby?
It's a cool LOL.
So, I'm going to be making some sausage and sauerkraut for dinner. Well, howdy, Tammy. How are you doing? Glad to see you guys on tonight. I really appreciate it. We do this. It's more fun than anything. We don't go out drinking, or we don't drink or anything. We just, do the easy. Manta. Oh. No, guys, that is her child. The child she's talking about is not my child. Well, my red-headed stepchild, I guess. No. That's who we consider our sister. That's who's having our baby. If you guys have been on live stream with me anytime within the past few weeks to a month, you guys know the story, and she's the one that's having the baby. And she's great to have as a sister. We love her to death. And she pawns our kid off when her kid wants to throw wipes and toys at her. She's done. No. She doesn't pawn her off. We love to have them. So last night, during Ashley's live stream, how many of you guys caught Ashley's live stream last night? That was pretty cool. YouTube. For those of you guys that missed my live stream last night and miss it on a regular basis, Bobby and Tammy, Ashley cooked homemade meatballs last night, and about halfway through I came in, made homemade mashed potatoes. Everything was awesome. The meatballs are amazing. They are her specialty. She's been... Oh, so now you call, huh? Okay.
Hi.
And we still have leftovers. Our son's not going to want to eat this because it's sauerkraut. He doesn't like new flavors and tastes. So he's going to have leftover meatballs from last night, which I'll get those in the oven and warm them up and heat them.
He's having fun, Mom.
Which, if you guys didn't catch it last night,
I can.
and I'm going to heat them back up in the oven because that's the best way to do it. They heat all the way through.
She's having fun.
But we had a smaller pan that we devoured, and this is the bigger pan. None of them are gone, so that's a fresh big pan. Those are amazing, and you make some good homemade mashed potatoes and some green beans, and I mean it's like little mini meatloaves. I mean it's like perfect, but it's like a lot better. She fills them with cheese and
She was stuck at the door. Hello.
so
Because.
all I'm doing. I love this view. It's easy to move back and forth. You guys can see my abs. You know, my pecs.
Amanda says you need to yell at Hazel. You need to go to mommy.
Hazel, you need to stop being mean. You need to be good. You want to come see Uncle Nate? You're not going to get to come see Uncle Nate if you're not good. Okay. So last night I was showing you guys some tips about kitchen knives. Okay, Bobby, sure. You should have my number still. If not, I'll text you after I do the live stream and we'll talk. Well, last night I was showing you guys about knives. Kind of giving you an idea about how to hone the knife and stuff like that. So if you didn't catch that, was my live stream last night about halfway through. These I just slice into little pieces, and that's how I do it. Unless I'm actually cooking this on the grill or something like that. These are really good. These smoked sausages to slice about bun length, slice them open down the center, and use basically kind of like hot dogs, but you fill them with, you grill them, and they turn out really, really good that way. And they're already pre-cooked, so if you want, while you're chopping them up, have a little piece or two. It's not gonna hurt you.
Don't eat them.
You got your sauerkraut.
I still need meat.
I know.
That's
Hi.
Hi, Hazel.
Okay, so you're looking.
Hi, Hazel. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody's Monday's going good. Okay, so now that I got everything tossed in here, I'm going to turn my burner on. I'm going to get my pan nice and hot. I'm going to toss a little bit of olive oil in my pan. Just a little bit, just enough to kind of coat the bottom of the pan, not even that much. And toss these in there, let them saute a little bit. I can eat the food if I want. Oh, no, no, no. There's plenty. It's only me and Ashley eating them, so. Well, if you wanted to go for a little walk, you can come down here and. So the meatballs are heating up. I'm actually going to turn it way down. That way they have time to sit in there and just warm up.
You
Heat
don't
up.
warm them too fast, 'cause they'll dry out.
I know. Got coffee. Lots of coffee. So.
Too soon with the car.
Too soon.
The stabs about the car walking.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything bad by it. You know what I meant. Comic sausage? What's that? See, I really like andouille sausage, but it has a little bit of flavor to it. But for something like this, you don't want too much like spice and like I said, we're kind of doing the St. Patrick's Day meal the day after because
St. Patrick's Day is corned beef and cabbage.
yeah, or sausage or things like that. This is more of a German Irish
That's
dinner.
our family meal that we have.
You probably have the kid halfway here. No, it's too early. Way too early right now. And you for another
4 months. 3 to 4 months.
another few months.
I think she's talking about Hazel.
No, she said I would probably have a kid halfway there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, duh. Gotta learn to read.
So my pan's nice and hot. Well, not. All I'm gonna do. Oh wow, yeah, I'm gonna have to try that. Because hear that sizzle? Means my pan's nice and hot. It's how it needs to be. She said, "No, I would drop Hazel's devil nest off somewhere else." Now, what I'm doing while I'm heating this up, what's happening is, although this is pre-cooked, there is still some fat and stuff in it. Some of that's going to cook out. It's only sold locally. Okay, okay. Well, I'm going to have to try it somehow. Maybe have them ship a little bit.
Mom. Mom, everything. It sounds interesting.
You said what? Yeah. It's saying something about get Game Pass.
You have to log in that other account.
Yeah, you have to log into the other account.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to look that up. Because,
The advocate at the end of the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like to try different kinds of sausage. Is it a natural casing or artificial casing on it?
Natural.
Okay. So now I need to let that cook for a little bit. And I'm going to drain the sauerkraut while I'm waiting.
You don't drain sauerkraut, you cook it with the juice.
You want me to cook it with the juice? Okay. I mean, that's how you like it. Oh, okay. You just smell this when you open it up, the fermented cabbage, because that's what sauerkraut is. Pickled and fermented cabbage.
It's so yummy.
You guys smell that? Come on, smell it. Smell it. There you go. Smell that sauerkraut. Ah.
I don't want to give them the plate if you don't have extra salt. You don't have the bowl.
It's worth a shot.
Take a little bit of onion powder. Season them just lightly. You don't want a lot of seasoning with these because it's already got a lot of flavor to it. And I'm just using my normal seasonings that I normally use. A tad bit of chili powder. Just a sprinkle of seasoning salt. And pepper. fresh ground pepper. Let that heat up a little more.
Mom, I just had 2 tunas at the same time. Yeah.
This makes your hamburger helper look like water. What do they got you on? Now I'm going to cook this until it's a lot of the pieces have darkened. It'll turn from a pale pinkish, and a lot of it will turn like a brownish. Get a nice sear on each of the pieces, or as many pieces as you can, and that actually locks in a lot of the flavor and stuff like that in the sausage. But you guys know. Yeah, I've always rinsed sauerkraut too, but some people like it in its natural juices. And in with the sausage, it'll be fine. I'll eat it. So when it's done, it'll turn from this color to that. Yeah, can you block that person? Yeah. Yeah, Austin. You like how I've been working out the past few months, and I'm showing off my new physique.
Chloroquine 2 times a day, 200 milligrams, 3 times a day.
Yeah, that's some pretty strong meds. I bet that'll knock you on your feet. Or knock you off your feet, I should say. Okay, so I'm getting a nice browning on some of them. Let it cook just a little bit longer. By the time I get this next cup of coffee, it should be about done.
I'm getting rid of Austin.
Okay, Austin. Things like that. This is a family-friendly channel. I don't allow things like that, so I'm going to block you, time you out for a bit. Time. Make sure he's timed out.
I think you did.
Do it.
You look like you did.
Okay. No, it'll say he's timed out. So, I don't allow comments like that. Anything that could be offensive or anything like that, because my 2-year-old niece is watching right now, and so now that most of this is browned, I'm going to toss in the cans of sauerkraut and just plop it in there.
Hello.
So I'm going to give you a chance, and if after you timed out this time,
Something about, I'm not really sure. We hide those type of comments. I know if we see it. And then if it's something that we don't approve, we will block the
and I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit. That way,
Like I said,
some of those
and
juices
we're
can
talking about
evaporate.
Powell and Cobb and some shit like that. So we just, he's in timeout right now, and if he comes back saying something in there, then he's gonna be gone. But we don't allow that kind of stuff because there are kids that do get on board with their parents, and the kids don't need to be seeing that. Yeah.
So that's going to sit and
It's true.
simmer for a bit. It's going to evaporate.
So they're saying that Colton has a heart condition.
Okay, Alabama. I just got done telling somebody, but I'm going to have to time you out. That's my rules, okay?
Hopefully it's not no major, it's something that he'll be able to live good with, a long life with. Like Brian, he has a heart condition to where he gets monitored. He goes to the doctor every year to see the heart doctor just to make sure his heart's doing good. I already left.
That's just my rules. You know that, Alabama. I don't, discriminate. I give people a chance, and if I just get done telling somebody that, and you do the same thing, those kind of words and stuff like that, I don't allow those. Especially if I know my niece is watching. So. Okay. I'm getting trolls.
I'm trying.
I got him.
For some reason it wasn't popping up on mine.
That's funny right there. She is a handful, isn't she? Why?
I don't know.
Just out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Well, good evening, Katie. How are you doing? Nice to see you come to my channel tonight.
This
It will be shortly. I gotta let some of this juice evaporate because it's really tonight, we are doing sausage and kraut. It's beef smoked sausage and sauerkraut with some seasonings in it. It's pretty easy to make, but it's really good if you like sauerkraut. I've been showing off my new fit physique that I've been working on the past several months. Just adding some more fresh ground pepper.
Don't make it too peppery.
I'm not. And mixed within this, you won't taste the pepper at all. He's famous. Hi, Hazel. If you guys don't know, if you guys are new to my channel, just came in, you saw me just say hi, Hazel. Hazel is my niece,
She's been on a few times.
and well, I'm just saying to anybody, Hazel's my niece, and she's watching right now. She's 2 years old, so my live stream is family friendly as it is anyway. And oh, okay. Alabama, I am greatly sorry. Like I said, I'm doing this and that as well, so I apologize for timing you out. That was my fault. I misunderstood the conversation I saw, and I just got done telling somebody. I saw you say that. I wasn't thinking that that was the other person's, so I apologize. That was my fault.
You there? Oh, I just got really fun. I think I was trying to get a lizard. Hi, Hazel. You being good? Yeah.
Okay, so this is nicely heated through. The sauerkraut is smelling amazing. You get that really sweet and almost sour smell at the same time. That sauerkraut. So that's done. I'm gonna take that off the heat. Meatballs are about done. Let me drink my coffee, heat up some more, and no, Alabama, that was a mistake on my fault. I just got done telling somebody something, and then I just briefly looked at the comments. I know, and it won't happen again. I try to look at the comments as much as I can, and sometimes I get a really good look at them. Other times I get a real quick look, and I didn't realize that that was the other person's name. So again, it's my fault. I apologize, and I'll watch more closely next time, bud.
It's more like no better.
Oh, you don't want to play 500 piece of paper pickup?
I know, Alabama. I know you didn't mean any harm. Again, that was my error, and I'm sorry.
She knows she's just having fun. That's
The
when you
most
just put
difficult
that on,
recipe
you
I've
fold
ever
it all
made.
back up and you put them back in the wax. Or put them in a Ziploc bag.
Remove meatballs.
That I've ever made. Live streams, I've done some pretty easy stuff. I've made beef Wellingtons in the past, and those are pretty difficult to get right. I can't say anything's really terribly difficult. Everything just has a process, so it's not like, yeah, I can't really say anything that I've specifically made has been especially difficult. But I love to cook, and I love challenges with cooking and trying to figure, how to get something right.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere,
So,
you just start pounding.
Yeah, I'd say the beef Wellington that I've made
And that
is
has,
like the most
like,
difficult to
slight
get
hiccups,
right.
and
Other than that, I don't think anything really jumps out at me.
Alrighty, love.
The worst oops. What would you say is the worst oops that I've made on a meal?
Mom meatballs.
Sweetheart.
Andrew said when you made mom's meatballs.
Okay. Both wife and son are agreeing. When I tried to copy Ashley's meatball recipe, she was telling me how to make it and so on and so forth. She was at work and we wanted meatballs, and she was kind of trying to describe how to do it, and I said, okay. Well, I threw a bunch of stuff together and I ended up overcooking it really bad. And I didn't burn it or anything. It was just, and they were edible. They just weren't near as.
They're
You
just
can't
dry.
copy somebody else's recipe and think you get it right, because somebody else's recipe, they have their own way of doing it, and that's when I learned I can't cook meatballs the same way she does.
You had it close, they were just
A
dry.
quiche. Yes, I have done quiche before. Quiche really isn't that hard. It's basically an egg pie. And you just got to learn how to get beat the eggs right and stuff like that so they rise right. There's not really. I mean, you can mess up a quiche, but they're really not that hard. Any other questions? Like I said, I'm just taking some time waiting on the meatballs to finish heating up. So
They should be heated up by now. We're gonna dry them out.
okay, I'll pull them out. Oh, a recipe that turned out better than I thought it would.
Lemon balls.
No. There's been lots of things that I've made or that we've had that ended up turning out a whole lot better than we thought. Off the top of my head, can you think of anything that we were expecting to not be so great and turned out better than we thought?
No.
The way I make ribs. A lot of people say ribs take forever and a day to cook, and I don't think they really take that long if you know how to do it right. And I cook mine on a grill. I have a Weber kettle grill, and mine take about 3 hours. The way I cook them allows a lot of moisture to stay in the ribs and really see. I experimented for a long while cooking ribs, and I can cook them, till they're smoked to perfection after taking 9 hours. I've done that before, but really when it comes down to it, you don't have to cook ribs that long. Because they'll actually be more moist, and if you like a little bit of fat on your ribs instead of being smoked down to oblivion, then you don't really have to cook it that long. So it ended up turning out a lot better than I thought it would and less dry when you don't smoke it or when you don't cook it as long and you cook it a little bit hotter and not as long. So in Alabama, I admitted it was my mistake. I apologized. And yeah, we've always been great friends on here. But if please get over it. I admitted my mistake, and um, if you can't accept it, I'm sorry. But sausage and kraut is done. It's actually really looking good.
Oh, what about the mashed potatoes?
Mm. Okay, Alabama. I mean, if that's what you want to do, but like I said, I apologized, and there's not much else I can do. It was a mistake. I'm actually going to heat up these potatoes. Just take a few minutes. The butter container that I used yesterday ended up being empty, and I just tossed them in there instead of throwing it in the trash. Make another use for it real quick, These are my homemade mashed potatoes I made yesterday. Just takes a few minutes to heat back up, really. Add a little bit more butter to them, which works out perfect because there's still the scrapings on the side of the butter container. which help to give it more moisture.
But I play online. It's an online game. You can't play right now.
So heat that up.
You don't have Xbox Live Gold. Oh yeah. Oh. You got $10? I can't do nothing until I get money, Andrew. What you do to your hand? What? By your finger.
I don't know what's in there.
Add a tad bit more milk to them. Doesn't take much. That's how you revive potatoes from the previous day. That way they're not so hard and so for now, I'm going to dish up for me and Ashley. The mashed potatoes and the meatballs are for Andrew. So
Why do you go to bowl?
you want yours in the bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Matt, yeah, that's true. To make sure I keep these stirred because mashed potatoes will scorch pretty quick. Wanted to
Max said, love you guys.
love you too, sis.
So my oldest son delivered it down. Can I get this?
Amanda said Sam said the minivan is enough because it needs pistons.
The minivan.
Yeah.
Which one? The red one? So this is the sausage and sauerkraut. Really good. She won't eat that much.
She said yes, it's gonna be 300 to fix it.
Oh. Here you go, sweetheart. Well, what about the tan one? It didn't say that in the ad, that's why I recommended. It said it just passed inspection.
Katie wants to know what is your dream meal to make at Order of Master?
One thing I always have trouble with, and I love eating it, is cooking fish the right way. And I mean, I can cook fish, don't get me wrong. But to really
You wanna try this?
cook it the right way, a lot of people overcook fish. I have a problem with undercooking fish. And it's not that big issue. Because it can always be, heated up again or more or whatever. But cooking fish the right way, it is really can be really difficult to do at times because fish is very finicky, and you can put it in aluminum foil and put it over a camp stove or barbecue grill, or you can do this or that with it. But to me, fish can be very, very, very finicky and taste and be perfect. So if I can cook a nice big tilapia fillet or salmon fillet and get it perfect, that would be something I would love to accomplish. I mean, I can fry fish. You can do a lot of things with fish. You can bake it. Baking it, I think, dries it out. But to really do it the right way would just be something I'd love to do. Come on. How was it, sweetheart?
Good.
Favorite no-bake recipe? No-bake cheesecake. Buy it in a box. Add milk. Graham cracker crust. Bam. You're done. And it's so good. I love no-bake cheesecake. Okay, this should be warm enough for him. I'm just warming them up is all I'm really doing. I'll save you some. Okay.
Let's go, boy. So what's the pattern here? Oh, fingers.
So what do you think?
Huh? What do you think? Yeah, it's okay. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, yeah. I'm good.
Did you ever make sushi?
I leave sushi to the professionals. I'm not a Japanese chef. I'll put it that way. Andrew, here's your meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Meatballs. Thank you.
Welcome. Howdy, Paul.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, he's having leftovers from last night because work are out.
He tried it. He said it's not bad.
He says it's not bad, but it's not something he'd really want to eat. So, that's more for us. And it's beef smoked sausage and canned sauerkraut. It's really good. even want more. But I'm gonna have some mashed potatoes on the side. Ever cooked a meal for your pets? No, we've never cooked a specific meal for our pets, but we do at times give them little bits and pieces. It's okay because we have 3 cats and a rabbit. Okay, it's okay to give cats scraps of meat here and there, as long as it doesn't have some things in it like garlic, um, or too much, because garlic can hinder a cat's digestive system, make them really sick, and all kinds of stuff. It's toxic to them. So anything that really has any garlic powder or anything, we don't give them. But little tiny scraps of meat here and there, we'll toss to them. When we have salads or we have leftover lettuce or carrots or tomatoes or anything like that, we'll give our rabbit. But he gets plenty of treats. The cats get plenty of treats and catnip, and so it's not like they go without. I mean, but I've never cooked a specific meal for them now. Okay.
Hey, maybe we should make a omelet.
Likes Kool-Aid. One of our cats loves cheese. Pancakes with bits of dog treats in them. Would he eat it, or would he give it to the dog? Mm. So good. Mix up with a little bit of mashed potatoes. Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to be sure. I mean, I have known people to eat dog treats, so.
I'm gonna put my down.
Full? Actually ate too much, guys.
And too fast.
Well, you see the pan. Come on, my man. You up the highway from you in about 2 hours. That's all it would take. If you're down there, I mean, it's only like a 2-hour drive. If that.
Well, depending on traffic.
Okay.
Amanda.
That's funny. You guys have no clue how good this is. This is really good.
I would have liked the sauerkraut to be a little more sour.
That's how it was out of the can. It hasn't changed much from the can.
The meat changed it a little bit.
A little bit, but.
And before my surgery, I used to do mashed potatoes, sauerkraut, then meat, and then stir it all together. I'm gonna go ahead and show that.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that would be good. Settle down, Amanda. Gotta breathe. I've eaten some on a live stream, but I've never really sat and eaten this much. Guys are just chit-chatting. I like that. You're a donkey. Short ribs and sauerkraut. No, I haven't. I actually don't like cooking short ribs. to me, they're way too fatty.
More meatballs?
They they're more of like a, you take the bone out and it's like a roast or a stew. They're better to put in a stew, short rib stew. But the most complicated meal I've ever made. You like asking these questions? I like it. Complicated. Well, let me think. What would you say has taken me the longest thing to cook, other than ribs, that I've made?
Nothing. Unless it's a new recipe. Like our quesadilla burgers took you a little bit because you had to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Our
Okay.
Taco
Yeah.
Bell Crunch things took you a little bit.
Yeah. I'd have to say quesadilla burger. And for those of you that don't know what the quesadilla burger is, I made a video. It was one of my very first videos that I made like 2 years ago. And it is quesadillas. You take a quesadilla, you cook it, have cheese on it, and then you take a burger. Well, you take a burger, you make this thing like this big, as big as the pan can fit, because it'll cook down. And then without breaking the burger or the quesadilla, you put the burger on top of it, and it does get complicated. And then you put toppings on it, and you put another quesadilla on top of that. That gets a little tricky. And oh my god, it was so good. But to sit there for the first time and try to figure out how to do it right and not break the burger or break the quesadilla, because when you're trying to flip the burger with the quesadilla and everything, it just, everything falls out. The quesadilla will fold on you. Excuse me, the burger will break. I mean, just all kinds of things. I've cooked brisket before. I love cooking brisket, but it takes forever, and you have to do it right, because if you don't, that thing will be so dry. And you have to cook a brisket to medium rare. 145 is all it needs, and then you let it sit, and it will nicely cook the rest of the way. You slice it. Oh, but you have to do it the right way with the right seasonings and the right temperature, and very, very moist temperature, almost like in a steam box, the whole time. What meal have I had at restaurants? See, that's where. See, I don't think there's anything left that I would want to try to figure out how to make at home. Because that's how I started cooking, and in this manner. Because restaurants can get so expensive, and I wanted to figure out how to do things at home. That way, people aren't, so I'm not spending so much money. That way, I'm not, um, wishing I had the money to go get this when I have the stuff at home to make it. And So that's how I started. Really cooking and learning to cook and stuff. You know, uh, being in the army and going through college and stuff, you learn to eat the same things over and over and over again, and wish that you had such better food and better tastes and things more seasoned and stuff like that. Things get very bland over and over again. So I took a lot of time and tried to figure out how to make things better, how to take something that I would eat normally and season it right and cook it right to make it taste a lot better. Oh, don't get me started on MREs. Those pieces of bread are not bread. Those are unleavened loaves of crap. But anyway, so my every so often we'll go out and we'll go out to eat to get away from having to cook for a night, or if we have money as a special treat. But there's nothing that I'd go out and specifically get. I can cook shrimp scampi. I can cook anything in the restaurants can cook. And all it takes is a quick little Google search if I have a specific craving for something. Undoubtedly, the way I cook my steaks. The way I cook my steaks are so much better than any steak you can get at any restaurant. Because you don't know who's cooking your steak. Last time I went to get a steak from a restaurant, it was at what? Ponderosa?
Yeah.
Ponderosa. I sent it back twice to get a medium cooked steak. Came out after the second time, and it was still medium rare. I ate it. I like medium rare too, but a steakhouse should know how to cook a steak. And if you're paying $15 for a skimpy little strip steak, you got to know how. So, oh, you did say that, didn't you? Thanks, Mo, man. I appreciate that. And it's not till tomorrow. So, it's not actually till tomorrow, the 19th.
That's what I said tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow is Nate's birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're gonna get some ribeye steaks for his birthday dinner to cook.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 37. Ha 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 ha. Hazel, go beat up your mommy for me. Yep, 99. There's one down here. It's about 3 miles from us. 3 or 4, 3.5. And there's the buffet's actually pretty decent. You can get
I would not.
all you can eat wings, all you can eat shrimp, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm still a young buck, Paul. But we went there a couple times just for the all you can eat wings because we were on. Ashley was on such a big wing kick, and so was Andrew, that it was worth it. The old man. So that dinner was really good. I appreciate you guys sticking around and chatting with me for so long, guys. I really like this. This is cool.
Texas Roadhouse. It's not bad. Too expensive for our budgets.
Oh, well, thank you, Katie. Texas Roadhouse, it's... See, okay. I wish that I had enough money to take my wife out on a really, really, really nice, expensive date right now and take her to Chris Ruth Steakhouse or Ruth Chris Steakhouse. There's one in downtown St. Louis, and if I can find my lighter, it's just up here. It's like $50 a plate, but she's never. Use your lighter, sweetheart. Mine disappeared. It was just up here, but it's not now. Thank you. BJ and the Bear. No, I don't. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate it, and I will.
Dang.
Wow. Really? That is
Expensive.
not for those steaks if they're cooked right.
But still, that's $63 a person. I ain't got that kind of money. Shit. We all three be splitting it.
Right. 2 ounce. Yeah, that's all Ashley would need is a 2 ounce.
Love you too, Amanda. It's not pick on Ashley night.
But my favorite cut of steak, hands down, is the ribeye. People can say T-bone. Everybody has a different opinion on what cut is their favorite cut. But I like a good ribeye. A good ribeye will melt in your mouth. You don't have to contend with a bone. You can eat all of it. And if cooked right, you won't have scrap on your plate. Oh yeah, well that's what I was saying. Ruth Chris Steakhouse, it can get very expensive. You pay for each course inside separately. So yeah, that's never gonna happen. But I'm gonna be grilling out some good ribeyes tomorrow night, and because that's what I can afford right now is to be able to grill at home, my own food.
I'm food stamps paying for the ribs.
Yeah.
We ain't got the cash to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's one around us, but we don't have that kind of money to be able to go to something like that. I'd love to take her to a steakhouse and really treat her one of these days, but it's been, I've been getting back to work, and it's a slow process getting back into things.
I'm sorry.
But Ashley is starting up working again, and that's really cool. Oh, that is true, Katie. You know we treat you to dinner every time you come down, Amanda. Yeah, we are going to be doing enchiladas next time you come down. So be prepared. Um,
Enchiladas? What are those?
Amanda was is craving enchiladas, and she can't have red sauce, so I'm going to do a nice creamy green chili sauce to go with the enchiladas, and they're going to be really, really good. Was the one thing you'll never make again, and why? Ugh. 13-pound dang burrito. It wasn't 13 pounds, maybe 5. I mean, that's how we do our burritos. One thing I'll never make again. There's something that we've said that I would never make again. What was that?
I don't remember.
There was on that because I can't remember, but there was something a few months back that I made, and it was like, no, we're not going to do that again.
Look under my purse.
5, yeah. You don't weigh no 5 pounds. You're really, really skinny, but you don't weigh no 5 pounds.
Maybe 105.
Add 100 to that.
Once that baby starts growing more, hopefully she'll gain about.
Yeah, that baby will be weighing 5 pounds here in a couple months.
It's already should be weighing about a pound too. It was down here. Dad might have it for this one. The charger to the controllers. I just had it down here. Now it's not down here. Again.
Oh. There's a charger over here.
Dad's
Plug in this extension cord. Down there on the floor. As of this morning. Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's good. You gaining a few pounds isn't going to hurt you, Amanda. Just so you know, it's not going to hurt you. One thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh. One thing for the rest of my life. Homemade, and I haven't made this in a very long time.
Wings.
No. If I had to make it, it could be the only thing I ever made. Would it be the only thing I ever had to eat? I mean, I could. I'd get really fat off of it. But if I could only make one thing for the rest of my life, it would be homemade lasagna. Ashley says, because she doesn't really care for lasagna much. And there's so much pasta involved in it. And I like making lasagna because there's so much involved. Making homemade sauce, cooking the meat sauce, and especially making homemade noodles. If I had a pasta machine, I'd do that. Okay, well, do you want enchiladas or manicotti? Because we're going to be making stuffed shells one of these days, which is the same thing as, or very similar as manicotti, but it's shells instead.
And we need to know because we're doing our grocery shopping tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd like to have a pasta machine. Homemade pasta is better than store-bought pasta every day, but I wouldn't
Ew.
make homemade pasta that often because Ashley can't really eat much pasta. Pasta is very, very high in carbohydrates. I mean, if I tweaked it and tried to make it with like wheat pasta and make it taste good, if it's low in carbs, she can eat it. But pasta is so filling, and it doesn't have like any protein in it except the eggs. And she needs very high protein, low carbs, stuff that doesn't fill her up but is very healthy for her. So pasta is not something we try to work into things very often. Oh, pasta's been around for thousands of years. It's not originally from Italy. Um, I think it started in like some ancient Asian culture and spread across the Mediterranean from there.
China.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. An ancient Asian culture because they experimented in so many different things, and they made noodles in so many different ways. Uh, Noodles are a huge thing in Asia, in China and stuff. So it just spread from there, and Italy put its own spin on it, which caused the pasta we know today. And nice to meet you, Badgerlow. I think you have seen you in my live stream before. I see a lot of people come in just once or twice and then never come in again. So, what foods come from Greece? Greece was uh, a sea-bound culture. Lots of um, fish and things like that. Lots of cheeses and wines came from Greece. Uh, Greece is very much similar to Italy, the whole Mediterranean area. You're here quite a bit, Shanna. Nice to see you on. And no, you didn't hear avocados. I love avocados, but actually can't stand them. So, yeah, I love having everybody here that just wants to chat and talk. And
You know you took more than a bite, friend, but friend though.
yeah, I'm not going to be able to leave you guys with a bite tonight. I sat and ate in front of you guys, which doesn't happen often, but every so often it does. Only for the food and bait. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she doesn't like avocados at all, Shannon. I love a good guacamole. I've had guacamoles that were nasty. And oh, speaking of things that okay. Who in here likes pistachios? Raise your hand. Mm. Oh, give me just a second. That is, what is that called? Kasha. Okay. Yeah. It's made of buckwheat. And it goes around all over. It's not just in Russia, but it's throughout uh, the whole area: Poland, Czech Republic, Belarus, all that stuff. And it's made of grains and stuff like that. It's a porridge. It's just I don't like buckwheat. It has a weird, really weird taste. They make flour out of buckwheat and all kinds of stuff out of buckwheat. So, get you guys more towards me. Your family's too picky. Well, see, okay, that's why you have to experiment with different things that they do like. Like, tell me one thing that they do like. That they all can agree that they like. Yeah, I can't make anything with onions, anything with peppers. Ashley's allergic to the capsaicin and peppers. She's allergic to the juice of an onion. Plain chicken. Fried chicken or grilled chicken? Do they like fried chicken? Onions and red sauce. Yeah, and Amanda's allergic to mushrooms, and we have her over quite a bit, but we love mushrooms. So when she's not over, and there's a dish that involves that can have mushrooms in it, we do. Okay, okay. I have made fried chicken on Alive. It's really, really good. It's really easy to make, and you can make it in extremely large batches. One thing I would recommend you do if they like do what? Oh, if you like really juicy chicken, is instead of chicken breasts, which cost a lot, use chicken thighs. So what? Oops, surprise. What's that supposed to mean, Amanda? Have you already found out? Have you already been to the doctor?
We're both like, what?
Okay, guys, I gotta wait for Amanda to respond because okay, Katie. There's a lot you can do with that. That's the thing. Oh, wow. We love you, Amanda. Love you, love you, love you. If you have pics,
I'm crying.
send us. Well, guys, you heard it. We are going to be having a girl. Well, Amanda's going to be, we're going to be getting a girl. Long story, you guys know. Oh, they don't give pics. Ah. Well, that sucks. Should have asked you if you could take some with your phone. Good. Good, good, good. So happy. Well, we would have been happy either way, but this is just you know what, how we were. Yeah, I understand. Just in case they don't read it right or something like that, and yeah, because they're not specific ultrasound texts and stuff. Woohoo! You know. But
How far along is she for sure?
do what?
Did they tell her that?
How sure are they?
How far along she is? For sure?
Did they tell you how far along you are? Did they give you a due date or anything? This is something we should be talking on the phone about, but it broke.
We're on YouTube. It's all right.
This is live to the world. All the 7 people.
No, the other one. You're having a sister.
But 26? You'll never. You're further along. Oh, wow. We need to know the due date.
I didn't even know.
Awesome, Badger Love. Thank you, or Lo. Thank you very, very much for coming. You have a great night. I appreciate you being here and sharing in this great news with us, because this is just wow. We weren't expecting to hear this on my live stream. I'm glad it's lasted so long, because she spilled the beans.
I'm gonna have a daughter. Oh.
But okay. What we need to know. I mean, you have after this. You need to talk to us, because Andrew's in July, so we need to know.
Probably the same freaking week. If it's where I think it is, she's due the same freaking week Hazel's birthday and Andrew's birthday, because that's what I thought. When she had her last cycle, it wasn't her cycle.
She said nope.
It was her ovulation. It was like July 20th.
Anyway, wow.
I'll figure
Wow,
it
wow,
out.
wow.
Watch this. She's done got my math mind going.
13th. She's asked when his birthday was.
The 13th, same as Hazel's.
The same as Hazel's. She's due on a certain someone's birthday. Who else is in July
Mom's?
that she knows?
Oh, that she knows? Daddy? No, I don't know.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right. You are in. Okay, yeah.
Amanda's birthday is in December.
But wow, that was like amazing. Okay. Let me see. I was answering something.
Let me.
Okay.
I'm gonna find out.
Okay, Katie. Katie. She is very close to me in a handful. Wow. Anyway, let me regain my composure here. That was like, can't do that to me, Amanda. She's between her and Hazel. Hazel's the
July
handful.
27th.
When is hers?
Hers is the 17th of December. Hazel's is the 13th of July.
She says she is very close to me in a handful.
Ashley's birthday.
Oh, Ashley.
What is her?
When I don't know when Ashley's birthday is. No.
Our
She said she's very close to me in a handful. Hazel's the handful. Hazel's always been a handful to her. Aw, thank you, Katie. She said, nope, Nate's got it. So it's extremely close. Anders is the same day.
it's Hazel's.
She said, Moana, think Koana.
Huh? What is that?
You got me. You got us confused, Amanda. We're gonna have to talk after this, okay? You, me, Ashley. We're having a talk, okay? We're having a talk.
July 28th? No, that makes her 21 weeks.
She's 26 weeks. Count out 26, or due date would be 40 weeks. Okay.
Alright, woman, speak.
Anyway, they're
Dedication.
on the phone conversing as they need to be.
Her birthday's July 13th.
Katie.
So the baby is due on Andrew and Haley's
No.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
They're
It's
getting
due
sorted
July
out.
13th.
What?
July 13th.
It's due then?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Bella will be here on on those 2 birthdays.
Well, that's when it's due. It could be.
Yeah, it could come earlier.
So apparently, we have this sorted out,
So.
and our son will be sharing a birthday. Which is like, wow. But okay, Katie, I've done a live stream with fried chicken. It's just 2 weeks ago. To decrease the cost of chicken, use thighs. Thighs are very, very moist, very tender, very good, flavorful. And they're so versatile. They're like half the price of chicken breasts, and you can cut them up into strips. You can pound them out and make whole pieces. You can do a lot with chicken thighs. That's what I've gone to. Ashley thinks chicken breasts are way too dry. Andrew doesn't like the flavor because they're flavorless. I like chicken breast, but thighs are so good. Very hard to mess up thighs. They're so versatile. So if you want to decrease your food cost a little bit, try out some chicken thighs, see what you think, and go from there. You can cut them into strips, you can cut them into nuggets, you can shape them, you can do a lot of stuff. You can dice it up and put it in pastas. You can cook it ahead of time and put it into a meal that you're making that doesn't have meat but you want meat in it. You can do like stir fries with it. You can but you said they don't like things touching, but it's in casseroles. Would like a stir fry be okay? Stir fries are very good if they like vegetables and things like that, and it's all the flavor is together. So that might help you. Fish is another way to go if they like fish. Fish is something that you generally serve separate compared to, and there's just so many things you can do. So if there's anything that I could help you with, let me know. Oriental or Mexican? Okay. Well, my email is in the description. If you want to email me and give me an idea of things that you do cook that they like, or that you have cooked that they like, I can help you out with some ideas as how to cook some other things that are similar but taste different, and just really give you a more versatile palette with what you can do that might be cheaper on you and help you in a lot of ways and really be good. So, guys, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being here with this amazing news and hearing it with us. I don't know why she decided to be a butt and wait on something like this, but she did. And I'm going to get off here. I need to go sit down. I'm going to drink me some more coffee and really kind of clear out things. Guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't yet, hit that notification bell. That way you can get notices of my live streams when they come on. Hit that like button too. That lets me know that you guys really like my stream instead of just coming to it. If you want to email me about anything food related, tech related, general handyman related, guy related, whatever, send me an email. It's in the description. I always put it there. Same with my PayPal. If you have a couple pennies to spare on your PayPal and like my channel and want to see more, it really helps out. It not only helps out with home improvements, but with food costs and things like that, and allows me to sit here and really chat with you guys and answer your questions and things like that. That way I'm not having to, get off early and go work in other ways and stuff like that. So I've enjoyed this time being able to be live with you guys. And again, if you have any questions, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You will see my live streams, and send me an email. I always answer email any time of day, even into the night if you send me one late in the evening, or if you're in a different country, different time zone. But again, thank you guys, and my live streams are kind of pick and choose as to when I do it. I don't have a set time or schedule, but if you hit that notification bell, you'll know. Until then, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time.